So I'm gonna share with you how I got robbed and almost killed in the streets of Philadelphia. Let's get into this story. Before I get into the story, I want to just say, man, the streets of Philly is dangerous, especially when you're in the hustle game. And like they say, man, when you're in the hustle game, nothing should come as a surprise. So I drove to Philly from my hometown of Wilmington, Delaware, to pick up a package. At this time, I'm like 20 or 21 years old. I was fueled by greed. Normally, I pay somebody to drive me up there and drive me back so that I wouldn't have my vehicle. This time, I took my own vehicle and I took a particular female with me to have somebody to ride with me. Now, when we got there, she would, stay parked in the car. I would park maybe 5 blocks away from my pickup spot and then walk to the spot. My main purpose or my goal was to make a flip. I wanted to flip my money. So I went to my connection. This might have been one of my best connections that I had while in the hustle game. So I went to his house. He let me in. We chit-chatted for a minute, but he ended up telling me, listen, it's hot out here. I can't serve nothing. I ain't doing nothing. The feds is riding around. They hot. They busting people. I can't do anything. Man, I went back and forth, man. Come on, man. Just do it for me, man. Please. Let me get something. Let me cop something so I can make this flip. So after going back and forth, man, he's like, nah, man, go home. Come back tomorrow and we'll, conduct business tomorrow. In my mind, I'm like, man, I didn't drive up here to come back empty-handed. So I gotta get something. So, I finally end up leaving. We pounded up. I left. Okay, you can't give me nothing. And I went outside. There was a guy that I used to see all the time as I come up. I was like, yo, man, you know anybody that can look out for me? He said, yeah, I got somebody. Now, mind you, I wasn't aware of it at the time, but the setup was made. He must have gave a guy a look. So he like, yeah, I'll take you to somebody. I know somebody got just as good stuff as he got. I'm like, yeah, I got to make this flip. I ain't going home empty-handed. So I follow him. I walk with him. And as we walk in this particular direction. And when we first started walking, it's a normal, crowd. We walking this way, it's people walking, and it's people. Until I get to a point where somebody comes up with a big gun. He must have been duck walking, like hiding to where I couldn't see him until he got to us. But he came up with the gun. And I had the big bag of money in my short set. It was a hot summer day, so I had a short set on. He took the bag of money. And one thing I remember, that as people were walking, it seemed like everything, the whole block got empty. Even the guy that took me around there, he disappeared. It's just me and the guy. And as he pointed the pistol, he already took the bag from me. As he pointed the pistol at me, he said, take off your shoes. I guess in case I had money in my shoes. So I took my shoes off. He said, run and don't look back. At this point, I'm like halfway through the block already. So I only have a half a block to get, to the next block. But I ran. And as I'm running, it's like slow motion. And all I can picture in my mind is that he's going to shoot me in my back. And that's going to end my life. So in my mind, it's taking me forever to get to the end of the block. And I'm just waiting for the shot to go off. So boom. And there I lie. And maybe there I die. I didn't look back as he told me not to. I continued to run till I came to the end of the block. And then I turned. Instead of going straight, I turned to get out of his view. And then I ran some more blocks. My car was actually parked a few blocks away. I had a female in the car at the time, just to ride with me. So when I finally went blocks that way, I just wanted to get away safe. I didn't want to get shot, didn't want to get killed. I might have walked so far, and I finally made it back to my car as I came back around. And at that time, I think the female was asleep. So I get into the car. I don't have my shoes on. I just got my socks on. And I drive off. She wakes up. At this time, like, my pride is hurt. I'm embarrassed. But I went on and told her, listen, I got robbed. Boom, boom. But I'm just thinking, in my mind, all I'm thinking about, because of greed, all I'm thinking about is making money. Got to go back to, go back home, get some more money, and come back. So this story is just another example, man, of how greed and being in the streets can get you hurt and even killed. Not only did I put my life in danger, also put the female's life in danger. And that was selfish. Listen, man, I want to thank y'all for watching the video. If you have not done it already, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit the notification bell so you can be notified anytime I make a video. Y'all be safe out there, man. Don't do some of the crazy things that I did, man. Until next time, man. Peace.